He said we got to do this one.
My name is Tony Thomas, and you're watching Hardwired Exotics on YouTube.
We about to turn it on.
Everything's perfect. Go ahead.
Alright, so welcome back YouTube, and on today's episode we have no idea what we're going to do as normal, but our buddy Eric, who has taken over our YouTube before and been on a couple episodes, is back, and we have Dustin from Night Stalker Exotics. He's out of Savannah, right?
Yeah, Pooler, Georgia, yeah.
Pooler. So
Pooler!
Big Pooler.
Everything's cooler and Pooler.
There you
Right.
go. Everything better and better.
Oh!
Everybody's willing and milling.
That's what they say.
I don't know what we do in Guyton, but...
Anyway, so they come up, check out some snakes today, and just chit chat. And we just got done eating some pretty good deer meat that I killed last week. Anyway, so what we're gonna do?
Did you kill it or did we just repurpose it?
Depends on how you want to look at it.
I think we just repurposed that animal.
Yeah, absolutely. So, as everybody knows, I'm an avid hunter. Love to hunt, especially bow hunt, and I love eating deer meat.
And the boy can cook. Your boy can cook.
So, anyway, it's hard to beat anything when you're wrapping in bacon, but that's another story. Or another channel, because Craig wants to do a cooking channel with
There you go. That's it. We got the cooking with Craig.
That's right.
With the E.
So anyway, I guess we're going to just talk snakes and show off some snakes. Cassie's already at work, so unfortunately we don't have our normal film person, so the camera's on a tripod, so it's not going to be a lot of those angles like you normally see, but anyway, we're just going to chit chat and talk, and going to be a little bit different than normal, but hey, just stay tuned and see what happens.
What do we have here, Dustin?
All right, Dustin.
Tell us what it is.
Don't look.
So
What's the most obvious thing here? It's
orange snake.
it's an orange snake, yeah. It's obvious in albino. It happens to be a lavender albino.
It's a banana.
not a banana.
No.
Banana wish.
This is not poo or dirt, by the way. That's all paradox work.
This is the snake I broke on the internet the other day.
So obviously we can see the pinstripe, the wider dorsal pattern, and the way these are stretched out. Also has cypress, and then the older it gets, the more I'm leaning towards yellow belly, because of this orange flaking that's coming up the side of the belly, and the way that the color is inside the paradoxine looks a little lighter.
Yeah.
So it leads me to believe that it's yellow belly as well, and obviously lavender albino. And unfortunately, again, it's a girl.
It's a girl.
Hey, but on
At Hardwired Exotics, they plan for the future.
and the positive thing is, it's a pinstripe. I'm telling you.
Pinstripe. So anyway,
2020.
really cool paradox snake though. Definitely glad to have this girl in my collection. Don't think she'll probably ever leave. Just on visual appearance alone, that's pretty bad.
No,
I love
don't
that
get
snake.
rid of that. That's a good looking snake.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. I don't even care what it has.
Pretty sure it'd be a long
That's
time
just-
before a cypress, pinstripe, yellow belly, lavender female is obsolete. Just saying.
Probably. I could probably breed this girl for 10 years and
make something new every year.
and still on the good side. So that's the good thing about these, high-end morphs. And you finally end up with some, and you can still breed them, 5-10 years out.
Absolutely. Yeah, you would hate to keep switching females and males every year.
I've only got 5 genes in this one.
You know
I'm going to go ahead and get the 6th gene. Oh, it's time to get rid of that girl. Yeah, run her one time.
Gotta do this one. So,
My favorite.
Yep. This was one of the earlier clutches in the year. Unfortunately, we had a little bit of a problem with him eating once I moved him into a bigger tub, so we had to move him back into the hatchling tub and then got him going again. Now he's eating perfectly. So, but anyway, this is a Confusion yellow belly, flame, which is basically the same as fire, and then we also believe it's inchy too. I have a hard time seeing inchy in this snake, but some of the people that, like Justin, that have been breeding it for a long time say, yeah, it's definitely inchy. So I'm not really sure. So we definitely have some wider eye bands, and the pattern is a little bit more open here, so we leads them to believe that this is inchy. So we'll see. I'm keeping him either way. If he proves that to be inchy, then great. If not, then I'm still happy. So this was the first Confusion that I ever hatched. So definitely pretty cool to be able to keep him. So everybody talks about those crazy belly patterns on the Confusions, but they don't always have it.
Yeah, I was just going to ask that.
Same thing with the heat fits. We've talked about it before. You don't always end up with
The black stripe.
with the black stripes and the heat fits. So.
That's crazy.
Most of the time you see that, especially with inchy. Inchy washes out those belly tracks a lot, so which is another reason why we think this one's inchy. Just pull out something that maybe not so much eye appealing as it is genetically strong.
Dun, dun, dun.
Give you a little bit of a harder choice here.
Super
She
normal.
likes to bite. Be careful.
Oh my, it's a normal.
It's a super normal.
Guys, this is so rare that it's probably the only one that looks like that here.
I told you I wasn't joking.
Normal. So this is actually, visually is a gene. This is the tiger gene from the Xanthic stuff. If you don't know what the tiger gene is, back up, I don't know, 6 months ago, we done a special on a tiger gene. So this is actually a tiger, just strictly straight by itself, visually what you can see.
It's very exotic looking.
Yeah, very, very, very exotic. But what you don't see here is some hidden genes. So
Hidden woman?
hidden gene 1 was not a hidden gene.
Oh. My bad.
Contrary.
It's pretty out of hiding if you look at it.
So this girl was produced last year and is a tiger, 100% het, Xanthic, 100% het, hypo, and 100% het desert ghost.
Dude, that's a whole lot of words you just said.
Yeah, triple het. So
Triple
tiger,
changer.
triple het. So we made some more triple hets this year with this, and pretty excited about it. So we'll see what the future holds.
Definitely a good project.
Yeah, absolutely.
You just seen some hypo desert ghost stuff, so when you whop the turn that into the grayscale, what's going to happen.
Yeah, just think about it. Desert ghost, true ghost.
Yep.
And what it's going to look like.
Is that what an Xanthic desert ghost is? Or is that what a hypo desert ghost
So
is?
hypo ghost is a true ghost.
Got
Yep.
it.
Or hypo axanthic, sorry.
Got it.
So anyway, we'll see what happens.
I'll hit everything.
Everybody wants the
The
visuals.
visuals are coming. But the visuals are going to be
But
more
wouldn't it
just
be
a
more
jolt.
fun? Wouldn't it be more fun if you bought the het and then you made the visual yourself? Isn't that why hets would be worth more?
Hey, what? I missed the conversation.
I said,
He was
wouldn't it
talking
be,
to himself.
I said, wouldn't it be more fun to just buy the het and then when you produce the visual, you're like, yeah, I made this, as opposed to just buying the visual?
Well, it
Depends on
depends
what you
if
want.
that's your end game.
I mean,
It'd be also equally as nice to buy a visual and make all the hets that you want that either other people don't have
that's true.
or that they're not selling or maybe they're out of reach and you're like, I can make a bunch of hets out of this and then you make your own future.
That's a good point too.
So if you're working in recessive projects, a lot of people like to buy the visual so that they can make a thing. We just done this on the clown that we just got. I bought a visual clown because I don't want to make that visual right now. I want to get more genes into that clown project that most people don't do. So I like to buy, a visual most of the time. I mean, sometimes like if somebody, I bought the Pastel Special Het Desert Ghost female last year. It's a het girl, you know, that wanted to run that. I've bought I have a super blackhead leopard double het dreamsicle male that I bought from Justin. So I mean, it's not a bad thing to buy those hets if you want to work that project.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of people look down on hets, but man, the world could not have what it has in visuals if somebody doesn't make the hets.
That's right. Recessive genes are important.
They are.
Sure.
They're extremely important. I think the industry's kind of leaning more towards recessive stuff.
Yep.
Because we're gene packing on the codoms and getting washed out snakes now.
Yep.
So being able to get recessives in there keeps some of that pattern back.
It holds that value too, for the, you know.
And that's why it holds a value, is because it's harder to make.
Exactly.
And if anyone pays attention, things like Desert Ghost for years were slipping. All you could find was a pastel or a spider, and it's been around for a long time. We should be
Clown's the same way.
so far ahead.
Clown's been out for 10, 12 years, 15 years.
Long time.
Still hasn't
And now you're just starting to scratch the clown surface. I mean, you see a lot of stuff, you know, that Justin and other people are doing now that, oh wow, it doesn't look like a clown so much anymore.
Yep.
But now Desert Ghost it's an open door, and that's why everyone's on top of Desert Ghost. So you have to make your hets, because some of the stuff you're making you can't find.
Yep.
And if you don't make hets or buy hets, you're going to just keep making pastel inchy Desert Ghost or Mojave or chocolate pastel Desert Ghost, which are nice, but I mean that's the common stuff that's out there right now. So if you want to add things like window or redhead and stuff like that, you got to do it on your own.
Even taking that recessive to the next level, you know, adding Desert Ghost into Xanthic, I think could make some of the best Xanthics ever. So, you know, taking it to the next level, what recessive is going to make it look better,
Absolutely.
you know.
Doubles and triples.
Yep. Well,
Quadruples.
and people just, well, you know, I want to buy this, I want to buy that, I don't want to buy the hets. It's like, where else are you going to go find, you know, a pastel leopard Desert Ghost? Where are you going to find it at?
You get a couple, but they sell.
Yeah.
I mean,
If you're not there with the money in
and
your
how
hand,
much are they?
Oh God.
$3,000, $4,000, $5,000.
Yeah.
So I mean, so you want to invest $1,000 to buy a het male,
Yep.
in order to put it to some Desert Ghost females the following year to make your own visual. Yeah, no, I mean nobody puts any type of value on hets, but I mean theoretically they're half of a Desert Ghost or half of a clown or half of an albino or half of a pied. You just can't visually see it, but they are still half, and there is a good bit of value in my opinion on that. And a lot of people are scared to buy those hets, you know, especially on the males. I mean, male hets always seem like they're hard, but
Or you can always find the male hets, and they're cheap because you know you're never going to find a female. So you buy a male double or triple het, and you might breed it to a bunch. So what are you going to hold back every female you make to hopefully prove one out?
Yeah.
Which, for those who haven't been in it long, is what you used to have to do.
Or
You would take your chances on possible hets
Yep.
and keep everything and work that way. Nowadays, you can find any het you want, 100% het.
if you're willing to spend the money.
Yeah,
Yes.
if you want
So
to.
there's a catch. If you're willing to spend the money to buy the visuals, then sure, go for it. But if you don't have the money to do that,
Don't stop.
or you can't find the genes you want to, then buy the hets. I mean, there's nothing wrong with buying hets.
Especially for females.
If you look around in here, how many hets, double hets, triple hets are in here versus how many visuals?
Yep.
I mean, if you really look at my collection on my scale with 400 animals, I would say that if take all of the recessive genes, let's say I have 200 recessive gene animals in here, you know, at least 125 of them are going to be het versus visual.
Well, that's the only way you're going to get your incomplete dominant genes in there.
Well, you
You
got to
can't
quit
just-
looking at it like, okay, I just want to make a pastel desert ghost.
Yep.
No, you don't. In 3 years, you don't want to make a pastel desert ghost.
No.
Gotta do something different.
You got to do
Gotta
something
spread it.
different.
Exactly.
So anyway, that was kind of completely off key there. We don't charge for that. That was free.
That's free info.
It's free breeder information.
Buy
there.
your hets.
Right, buy your-
Especially females. If you stack them and grow them out, and then in 2-3 years,
You might have that vision.
that visual male may be more easily to acquire.
Exactly.
Might have came down in price, but now you have 5, 6, 7, 8 females ready to go with a bunch of other genes, and then, bam, you make your visuals.
don't forget, you need to buy 2 of those males just in case.
Yes. One might not
That
agree. It's always a good idea.
That's exactly what I was fixing to bring up. Is don't be scared to go ahead and buy a het
Double up,
male
Yeah.
Just buy all of them. Buy all the snakes.
as a backup. Because if you buy a visual and he doesn't want to breed, and you've got these het girls, what are you going to do if that visual won't breed?
Exactly.
At least you have a cheaper backup. And most of the time, I know with me, if you come to me and say, hey, I want to buy a het, let's just say a pair of het pies or het desert ghosts. Okay, I'm a lot more receptive to give you a discount on a pair of male and female than if you think you're fixing to lowball me on some females.
Yeah.
Because it ain't happening.
Nope.
So,
Not on
but
females.
if you're willing to buy a pair, then sure, I'll give you a discount. You end up getting a good deal on that male anyway, and you have him in your arsenal in case you're going to need him in a little while.
If you buy a whole clutch, you get a bigger discount.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
if you
saying.
want to buy 10 snakes, I'm going deep on it.
Clutch discounts are awesome.
Anyway, they're here cutting grass, so I hope that didn't bother y'all. We're hot, tired, Eric's sweating balls over
Yeah,
here.
it's hot in Georgia in the snake room.
Feels great outside. Just
Yeah, outside is now cooler than the snake room.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, we're gonna get out of here. I appreciate Dustin
Yeah.
stopping
I
by.
appreciate it.
We're gonna talk some more snakes and drink some more beer. And
Yeah.
off camera.
when they leave, I'm taking a nap because my belly's full. Anyway, we'll see y'all next go around.
Thanks for watching Hardwired Exotics and make sure you subscribe. Bye!